So in last class we solved some numericals. In crypt arithmetic we solve one question. So in crypt arithmetic, how we should approach any question is with the help of, we have to find out from where we have to target, and the target is at the place where we are sure about, okay, this is repetition, or this could be something which is the lesser point or which is easier to find out. So if it's a chain, so the chain where it's not tight, or if it's loose, where we should hit the hammer so that to break the chain. So in this regards, it was, we already knew from the beginning that it cannot be 2 digits. So the different possibility of the numbers we chose, and accordingly we have find out this one. So this is our target point from where we started by A and D, and once we find out the value of A and D, then we look upon the different values. And these are the few questions which we already solved. Based on that, these questions were there and that we solved as well. But let's continue the crypt arithmetic whatever we have done, and let's solve few more questions based on the same crypt arithmetic concepts. So if it is written DE is divided by A, F, C, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, I, D, G, I, C, D, F, J, H, F, G, A, J, B. Okay, so and it is written over here that it A, comma B, comma C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J also is there, no? J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 represent distinct digit from 0 to 1, 0 to 9. So question number 1 is, or question number, let's say question A, part A of the question is A plus F is equal to what? Question number B can be anything. J plus B equal to what? Question number C can be C plus H equal to what? And question number D can be D plus E plus G is equal to what? So this type of question are very good. Let me resize it. Okay, so question right now is, let's understand first, it's a division. This much we can say for in our first glance. When D is multiplied with A, we are getting DE. Okay, after the subtraction, this G part is coming over here. This G part is coming over here. Okay, great. So we have to think something upon it. How come this, what happened to C? We'll come to those things. And then let's just think, if G is coming after first time we minus it. So one thing, let me tell you, this always happens, that question will not be in the manner. So first, let's just first understand the question, then we'll find what is the attacking point. So if G is coming directly over in the very first step, so can I just say that in the very first step AFC minus DE was there. There is a possibility if I suppose write 98 divided by 10957 something something. If I say over here 1, I'm not going to minus 98 from 10. I'm going to minus 98 from 109, right? I am going to minus 109,857 something something. I'll write 98, so 98. But what happens over here is, here we don't used to keep 98, we used to keep 98. But let me tell you, in the exams like CAT and all, they won't help you by giving everything in your hand or making the question easily. So you have to think about on your own that if G is coming on this point, so I can say that AFC minus DE is the first step. So it's really true, they will write over here, but it doesn't mean it's like there. So 98 minus 108, they might write like this, but we already, oh sorry, no, not this one, 108 minus 98. It's not like I'm minusing from 10 upon 98. What is actually mean is we are minusing this one, 880 so it's 10. So one thing is clear that in my first step this is at this point or wherever you keep, but in the first time AFC minus DC. Okay, G came, then we multiply with D, we got this value, and then H came, we multiply with this one, and JB came. Okay, and now the question is asked in this manner. So first thing first, let me just try to as this is the solution part, so this should be in the color blue. Black also will work. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we are not repeating, and to keep a check we will write all the numbers in the left side. Whatever we are finding out we will just keeping over here. Okay, so first thing first, as we already discussed this, DE should be here, DE will come here, and what will happen with DE, we will minus, then E minus E will be D, and this negative after this minus part, what is happening, AFC minus DE when we are doing, then we are getting ID. Okay, and then G will come. So for IDG, what is happening, we are multiplying DE with B and we are getting ICD. Okay, right now I'm writing this to make sure to just understand what is the meaning, but later on I might not write. So next thing is IDG minus ICD. So anyone can look and say that okay, this will go away. So FJ is remaining, FJ H is coming next, FJ H is coming next over here. G came just like H came in the next one, FJH, and then FGA. So FF will go away, JB is there. So this is the understanding of the whole question, but let's now try to solve. So first thing first is, in this question what I am saying, this DE when multiplied by A remain DE. So is it not only, can we just say that the value of DA is nothing but 1? Value of A, this much is easy to understand. So the value of A we already got, that is 1. So let's just replace everywhere wherever it is written A, replace with A. Okay, this much is done. Anywhere? No, nowhere left. Okay then, so if that one is done, what should we think now? Our next approach should be let's think of this part. Let's think of this part. So F J H minus F G 1, and we are getting J and B. Okay, if I focus, then can I say that there is a possibility if h is greater than 1, suppose 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, this is a possibility. In that case I can say j minus g equal to j, right? But there is one more possibility. If h is equal to 0, what will happen? J minus 1, because to minus 1 we will take one carry, and that carry will be minus 1, so j minus 1 minus of g will be equal to j, right? This is a possibility. So if there are two conditions, in this condition, when I said this, if h is greater than 1, in that case j minus g equal to j. If this is so will it not be g equal to 0? If this is true, then the value of g equal to 0, right? And if this is true, if h equal to 0, see, I am writing greater than, so greater than it could be anything, right? H could be 5, h could be 6. We will take some examples and then it's easy to understand. If h equal to 0, then the value of g j minus 1 minus g equal to j. So jj will go away, g equal to minus 1. So these are the two possibilities. Let me just give you a quick example to understand what I am saying. Suppose if here is 790, h is greater than 1, so let's just take value 2. Okay, 792. Here also is 7. Okay, here is 1. Let's take any value over here, 5. If you minus 1, what will happen? 7 minus 1 is 1, 9 minus 5 is 4, this is 0, correct? But according to our question, what is saying, this j is same over here. So when h is greater than 1, this is 2 is greater than 1, in this case, if I say that, okay, if 9 is here and 9 should also be here, so what is the value of g? G will be nothing but 0, right? The value of g is 0. Anything here take, if you take 3, then also the same thing, nothing will going to change. 2, if you take 4, then it will be 3, right? So this is the first condition, and there is second condition also. If h equal to 0, suppose there's 729, the same example I took, and here 790 now, 790, let's take 790. Here is 1, and I know that whatever j is here, same j will come here, so 9 over here I will write, and here what will happen? If I minus 90 minus 1, it will be 89. So is it ever possible that this will be coming over here? No, this is not possible. So I can say that this example is not even possible. This condition is not even possible. So from here I understood that the value of g is equal to 0 and h is greater than 1. So let's just write g equal to 0, and h is greater than 1. Of course h is greater than 1 because 0 and 1 is already been taken, so we will not write this. So with this one, with the help of this, or let's just not remove it, I'll just remove this part, yeah, or let's not remove this, let me keep it aside. Yeah, here it will be good. No, undo. Now let me keep it somewhere that in the future if we want in our reference we can use it. Yeah, great. So what happened, we already calculated the value of g. The value of g is equal to 0. The value of g is equal to 0. So once we receive all the value of g equal to 0, let's just with blue pen 0. Here it will be 0. Here it will be 0. Okay. So all the zeros has been replaced. So great. So if I see this line, still if I see this line, h is greater than 1, h is greater than 1, and h minus 1 equal to b. This is also one of the thing which we received from here or observation. So we'll just write somewhere, it might be helpful for us. H minus 1 equal to b. So in other ways I can say that h and b are consecutive, or h and b are consecutive. Bigger will be, of course, h will be bigger, b will be smaller. So that much we already solved. Now let's think of another attacking point. What we can think of it. So as of now, if I see there's too much repetition of word d, and if I focus on d, I might able to find what is the significance of d, or where we can find d, or how to solve d. So let's just focus on this part first. This part, actually this negative part. Okay, let's bring again this negative part over here. I d 0, I c d. If we minus, we got f and j. So one thing is for sure, that d cannot be 0, d has to be greater than 1. So it will take one carry over here, right? One carry will be going there. So from 10, if I remove d, we will get j, right? So one observation is 10 minus d. Let's write, it might be helpful again. 10 minus d equal to j. So 10 minus d equal to j. And one more thing came to me, that d minus 1 minus c equal to f. D minus 1 minus c is equal to f. Okay, these two things which we got from the value, right? So this value is done. Let me bring the first value, that is 1 f c minus d e. Okay, if I bring this one c minus e, okay, it might be possible. See, one thing I can say, one thing which I can relate over here is when d gives one carry here, then I say that d minus 1 minus c equal to f. Okay, so what I can say over here by looking at these things, that d is greater than f, right? And this is what we are getting from here also, that 1 minus f, 1 f, like 1 at hundreds and f, even though I suppose that f c is less than e. If c is also less than e, then also f minus 1 minus d, f minus 1 is still f minus 1 f. Okay, So one thing I can say, okay, about this we will see. What one more thing comes to our mind is this one. This is the unit place. So this one is coming when we are multiplying DE into C. Okay, then we got F01. So this 01 is very unique. This one at least is very unique. So which number I will multiply to get the value 1? So there could be, if we see, if you multiply any one digit, so 1 into 1 also I will get 1. Then 3 into 7 I will get 1. And moving on to the next one, next series, it will be 7 into 3 also I will get 121. Again same thing. 9 into 9 I will get 1. Other than these 4 values I won't get 1. But I can say that it's clearly evident from the question is here we are multiplying C with E. So, and in the above question it is written that these are distinct. So if this is distinct, so I can easily remove the possibility of 9 into 9. This is not possible and this is not possible. So only 2 possibilities are there, that is either 3 into 7 or 7 into 3. Okay, this is for C and E. So for 3, either it will be C or either it will be E. For 7 as well, either it will be C, either it will be E. So this thing is already been booked. So, and still if we look closely, if you want to look more closely, then we will so now when we cannot get so let's just think one more thing. Let's we can think of it. What we can think of it. Suppose let's bring this equation now. Copy. Let's bring all those equations which we have earlier solved. So we know that C either can be 3 or C either can be 7, right? Let's just take first condition when C equal to 3. So if C equal to 3, or let's just take first 7, right? Let's take 7, C7. So D minus 1 minus 7 equal to F, right? So it will be how much? D minus 8 equal to F. So what I can, if I look over this equation, what I can say, if let me resize it little bit, keep it somewhere else. If what are the possible values of F? So if F equal to 0, then D equal to 8, right? But F cannot be 0 as G is already 0. So this is also not possible. So again, if F equal to 1, D will be 9. Is it possible? No, it's not possible again, because A is over here 1 and F is 1, cannot be possible. Great. So let's take F equal to 2, then D will be equal to 10, which itself not possible because these are just a distinct number. So C being 7, it's already not possible. C cannot be possible, right? So I can easily say that if C is 7, then E, either if C is 7, oh wait, sorry, if our C is 7, then E will be 3. Easy peasy. Okay, now we got the value of a lot of things. Let's just replace now one by one, and then it's easy to solve. Once you find a small string where we can attack C7, if C is 7 and our E is 3, C is 7, then our E is 3, C is 7, anything left? Anything left? Our C is how much? No, C is not 7 now. This is sorry, my mistake. This is what I was saying, that C cannot be 7. No possibility is helping. So C will be 3. Only possible is C will be 3 and E will be 7. Sorry, my bad. So I need to replace, wherever I have kept 3, I need to replace it with 7. I need to replace with 7, and wherever 3, C in place of yes, 7, 3, great. So far what I can see is 3 minus 7. I don't need to bother anything. C minus 7, and I know very well 3 minus 7, 1 will be surely going to carry. So 13 minus 7 is how much? D will be 6. D is 6, so we find the value of D. D as 6. D as 6. So D as 6. Let's replace all the value of D with 6. Here also D with 6. 6. So I don't think so that anything is left in the question to solve, but still let's just try. Let's try and solve the rest of the question, whichever is which is left. So as of now, where should we attack? So if we know the value of D, then we know the value of J, because in from this equation D 10 minus 6, J is 4. Our J will be 4 only. So all I need to do is write J equal to 4. So this J is becoming 4 now. Anywhere else is J? Here 4. Great. And still H and B is not known. But if we see that here 67 is multiplied with some number, and in the last I am getting 6. So what could be it? 7, 14, 21, 28. So last 6 I am getting in which one? Only possible when 7 into 8 is possible, right? So of course our B will be 8. B will be becoming 8. B will be becoming 8. And if B is 8, we know that H will be how much? H will be 9. H will be 9. So H will be 9. B will be 8. H will be 9. Great. So F and I are the two things which is left. It's easy to do. 67 into 8 how much? 7 8 56. 6 carry 5. And or let's not solve this way. 67 into 8, 60 into 8 is 480. 480 plus 56, 480, 630, 636. Easily I will be, oh sorry, wait, 536 na, 536. So I is 5. I is 5. So whatever is left, whatever is left, that is what is left. A done, B done, C done, D, E, F is only left, that F. So our F will be 2. Done. Now that we got all the value of ABCD plus G plus H plus F, we can easily solve. So A plus F, first question is, what is the value of A plus F? 1 plus 2. The value of first one is nothing but 1 plus 2 equal to 3. Answer. Similarly, J plus B is 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12. Answer. Right. And J plus B, J is 4, J is 4 and B is 8. Correct. C plus H, C is 3, H plus 9, 3 plus 9, 12. Answer. D plus E plus G, D is 6, then E will be 7 plus G will be 0, 13. That's all. So yeah, it took so much time, but all we need to do is find out the point where we can attack first. Once we lose a little bit of series, then it's easy to solve. And there are many more to solve the same questions. Like there is one more thing to approach this 01, F01. So if I see that F01, if I start taking the possibility that F01 what could be the value, so I know for sure that F01 there can be only 8 or 7 possibility of F. So we'll just take 101 is either 3 into 7 x, either this value or x into 7 into 3. So I can say that if I multiply this and try to find out the value, right, try to find out the value, so I can say for sure now that in the question DE so I can say that DE into B equal to F01, right? So you need to check, we need to check 101, so 1 is not possible, so 101 will remove, so 201. So is 201 divisible by 3 and 7? So of course it is. So what is it? 67 into 3. So similarly 301 is not divisible, 401 it will be not divisible, 501 not divisible, 601 not divisible, 701 not divisible. So likewise we can choose, and then by different way also we can find out the value. It all depends upon us how we approach the question and how we move forward. So it was indeed a good question. It took time because I'm just starting, but I suppose with time I improve. So again, all the letters represents, all the letter represents distinct digits from 0 to 9. So it's already been cleared in the question in the beginning. Let's solve BOB. So let me just write the question first and then we multiply the same with BOB. So it's kind of BOB square. So when we multiply BOB with BOB, what I'm getting, ME0Y. Okay, and yeah, here it will be MILO. Okay, then here it will be MEOY, and when the summation is performed, then what we are getting is MARLEY, and we need to find the value. So again, first thing first, let's copy it. Okay, let's copy it, solution, paste here, change the color to black will also do the work. And then on the off side, let's just write all the distinct numbers so that it's easy for us. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, done. So again, question could be anything, like anyone can ask, okay, b plus o, tell me m plus o plus y, something. So the question is, we need to find all the values. So once the question is arrived, how we should approach it, what should be our first step? So what I can say over here, looking at the question, is that from what I believe is, what is happening, b is multiplied with b, then we are getting y. Okay, so when b is multiplied by b, it could be 2 into 2, then 4, but it could be 9 into 9 also, na? 1, but 8 will be carry, which is supposed to be adding on the next one. So suppose if here it's 98 into 8, so how much it 8 64, but 6 will be going to add here when we are doing 72 plus 6 is 78, right? So it will be adding over here. If it is having any carry, it could be anything, 9 numbers, whatever it could be. But what I see over here is, when b is multiplied with b, we are getting y, then b is multiplied with o, I am getting 0. But what I notice once again, that when b is multiplied with o here also, we are getting o. So when two digits is multiplied, what maximum could it be? 9 into 99 into 9, 9 is 81. Maximum I could add is 8 in the next one. 81 plus 8, it's not possible to add 9. Any value, if I take 99 into 9, anything, the maximum carry can go is 8. It cannot be more than that. So I can say that if o into b is also coming 0, and here even after multiplying with ob into b, whatever is y and if o is coming over here, can I not say that this b and b is not giving any carry, 0 carry? So let's just try to analyze, and what could be the possible value. 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4, these are the only possibilities. 3 into 3 is 9. Now when I come into 4 into 4 mark, we are coming into the territory of giving 1 as carry. So suppose if I say 34 into 4, what is happening, what I am trying to say, 4 4 is 16, carry 1, 4 3 is 12, 13. So 4 3 is 12, 4 3 is actually, what is it? It's 12, but it is happening 13 over here. But here when I multiply o with b is what? Nothing but this is o, this is b. But when o and b is multiplied, I can say that here it's coming o only. So here is coming o only, which is nothing but 12. So this is more like, I suppose this is more easier, because when o and b is multiplied, I am getting o. So one thing is for sure, that b can be, the possible values of b is, in my first attempt I can say possible value is 1, 2 or either 3. Okay, possible values of b. Now again, if I need to think about b, what I can say, why I'm choosing b as my attacking point, because first of all is many more repetition, and then this in the beginning I got an answer. So next thing what I can say is, if I take, see, suppose possible values of 101, right? So if just say 1, o can be taken, let's take 9 maximum value, b will again be 1. If I multiply with 1, because 1 is here, so maximum I am getting what? How many digits? Only 3 digit number. But MUOY is what? 2 digit number. right? So 1 is not possible, so our 1 is not possible. Again, let's take 2-digit number, so 292, because all I can do is maximize this value, O value. That's all I can do, nothing I can change. So if 292 multiply with 2, what I'm getting? 2 2 is 4, 9 2 is 18, 58. Again only 2 digit, but it's 3 digit, but here it's 4 digit. So can I just say that okay, this 2 is also not possible? So what is only possible? 3. So I started the question and I got a value of B as 3. Once I got a value of 3, let's just replace it with 3, 3, 3, 3. So again, once it is done, again y is confirmed, y is 9, y becomes 9, y becomes 9. Okay, great. Here also y becomes 9. Okay, y becomes 9. Great. So if I see correctly na, in this point also I can get one hint, but just let's move on. So if I take the maximum value 393, this value 3 into 3, so it's 9, 9 3 is 27, carry 2, 9 3 is 9, so 11, 1197. This is the maximum value. So can I just say, if I take maximum value, our m was 1, our m, if 393, that is the maximum value on the top, if I multiply with 3, the maximum I can get is 11, what is it, 7 9, right? Here it will be sure that it is 1, this 1000 digit, it cannot be more than 1, right? So one more thing is sure, that the value of m is 1. Let's just replace all the values then. Okay, so this much is done. So the next thing what we need to see is this O value. Okay, so okay, so one observation, if I see that time when I said that okay, there is one hint I can get from here. So if two number is added, so can I just say that E is even, because E is 2 into O. This is not 0, this is O, right? Black, when it's written in black, it's 0, sorry, O, the letter O. When it's written in blue, it is the digit O. Okay, that's the difference, which is why I chose the color, and I am writing whatever the value I'm getting in the blue color, and the rest one is in O. So I can say that okay, E is my even part. Okay, so what are the even things is left here? What are the possibility of even is 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, all the events are possible. Okay, great. So if I see one more thing, that let's take the maximum value of 393 into 3. So 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27, carry 2, 3 3 is 9, plus 2 11. Okay, so this one is m, but when I maximum take also, what I am getting is value 1. Okay, so maximum value of E is restricted to 1. It cannot be more than 1, and 1 is already taken, and moreover 1 is already taken and more one is odd. So can I just say that this value is less than this one? So that, see, right now what is happening, 3 into 3 9, 9 3 is 27, plus 2 is coming over here, 3 into 3 9, plus 2 11. So instead of making it 2, it is also possible that one carry will come. Suppose if 6 is here, 6 3 is 18, 6 3 is 18, 3 3 is 9, 1 10. So maximum value over this place either 1 or 0, and we know that it's even, so 1 is not possible. What is possible is 0. So now we know that the value of e is 0. So now, to understand clearly, let me again say, in black letter it's alphabet O, but in blue letter it's the digit O. Okay, in the digit O. So this much is done. Okay, great. Now I think it's easy to solve. So let's think over here now. Which two similar number add up to get 0? Either 0 plus 0 will be 0, or 5 plus 5 will be 0. Nothing else, nothing similar will, if you add, will come to 0. So we already know 0 is already taken by e cannot be there. So what is the value of o? O is nothing but 5. O is nothing but 5. So our o is nothing but 5. Now I am replacing all the letter O with the digit 5. Now though I don't think so we need to solve anything, we need to bother. We can easily solve all the values. So let's just take 5 into 3 15, carry 1, 5 into 5 25, 6 26, carry 2, 5 3 is 15, 17. So I is 7, L is 6. I is 7, and L is 6. L is 6. Let's make it I is 7, no? I is 7, L is 6. L is 6. Yeah, it's correct. 5 5 10. 5 plus 5 10, carry 1. 9 plus 1 10, plus 6 16, carry 1. So 7 plus 2 9, plus 5 12. So R is 2. My R will be 2. My R will be 2. So my R will be 2, and carry 1. No. Wait, I did some mistake or what? Carry 1, 7 plus 8 plus 9, 9 5. Oh, mistake. 7 5 12, 13 14. So it will be 4 now. It will be 4. So here it was R. So R will be here. R will be here, 4. And then 1 plus 1 2, A is 2. Our A is 2. So we got all the values. Now whatever question anyone can ask, we can easily give them the answer. So this is also done. M equal to 1, 3 or 5, L 6, I 7, E 0, Y 9. Yeah, we got all the values. So let's solve one more question on the same multiplication basis. And question is all letters all letters represents distinct digits, and it is given that I equal to 6. It's already given in the question that the value of I is 6. Okay, and we need to find all the values. So the question is G into A into S and multiply with FBI. When we multiply this, so what is happening? After we multiply, we got F T B I S S T B S A S F, and then the summation was S R I S T I. Okay, then we already know if the question is given to us, how should we approach? Let's just first of all resize it. It's kind of big. Yeah, it seems good. No, copy, and let's just rewrite, paste. Okay, and the first thing first, all the values 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. In the question is already given that the value of I equal to 6. So I equal to 6, it's already been given in the question. So if I is given in the question, what we need to do is, let's just replace it. Let's replace with 6. Wherever it's I, let's replace with 6. Okay, so this is done. One more thing is, now if the hint is given over here, which means we can obviously look for some cues. What I can say is, if some number is multiplied with 6, we are getting 6. So what could it be? What could be the number? It could be 1. It could be 1. 1 into 6, 2. 2 into 6 will be 12. 3 into 6 will be 18. 4 into 6 is 24. 5 into 6 is 30. 6, 7, 8, 9, nothing. 9, 0. Right? So I can say there are only two possibility of S, that is 1 and 6. Right? If I think rationally, that I can say there are two values of S possible, that is either 1 or 6. Okay, great. Let's move forward and try to solve more. So one thing that you should tell me, if you look over here, B into S and the digit came is S. Okay, so B into S and the digit came is B, last digit is B. Let's write B into S multiply, we have multiplied. We are not sure about this, but we know that this is B, the last digit is B, and the value of S could be either 1 or 6. So I can say for sure that S equal to 1 is a possibility. So let's see, if S is 6, what could be the possible values of B? That is also condition. So if we multiply with 6 and we are getting B, so what are the values? So 6 into 2, correct. 3 will not, 4, yes, 4 I will get, 5 not, 6, 6 into 6, but then again 6 into 6 can I take? No, I cannot take. B and C are different, so 6 is not possible. 7, no. 8, yeah, 8 into 6, 8. So if first of all I if I say this one, if I take this value, if I take this value 6, if this is possible, see, let me tell you, these are two different cases. Now two cases are there, let's not confuse. Anything is possible. If we take this one, so then B, the possible value of B will be 248, 248. If this is true, then only this is true. Let me tell you again, don't get confused. And if this is true, then B can be anything. We are not sure about B, because we already know B into 1 in will always be equal to B. So that much we understood from the this much of the questions, whatever we have understood till now. So again, let's think more and try to find out more of the hints. G into F. Okay. So one thing again, I can say B plus B. So I can what? Let's just write it down. Okay. It's not like, okay, once you get one thing, you should get another thing just the next moment. Try to write everything and then try to understand if anything is going to help you to solve the question or not. Okay. So B plus B, again, this will be, we know that T is even. Okay. So this is what we can conclude till now. T will be even. So if I take one more thing, so wait a second. Wait. First of all, I made a mistake and I could not understand. The first mistake is when we are trying to find out the possible value is 1 and 6. Okay, so of course, this is why I'm sometimes absent-minded. So S could not be 6, na? Why S could be 6? Because here it was I. If I is 6, then S could not be 6. Oh shit. So only one possible value of S is there, and that value of S is only 1. Okay, so this was kind of blunder I did. Even thinking of two cases, there is only one case when possible. So the value of s is 1. Let me just write over here, the value of s is 1. So wherever s is here, let's remove with 1. 1 1, here also no 1 1, here 1 1 1. Okay, okay then. So if our s already got covered, so I think we will not have that much of issue. Okay, great. So one thing, if I notice over here, I can say if one is only one, nothing is coming to from, like, it is not 10 more than 10, so 1 will come, then it will be 1 plus 1 2. So I can say that looking at this condition, okay, we can say, but still it's not meaning. Even if I can say a plus 1 something, that is less than 10, so I don't think so it's necessary, or if necessary then we can look for these things. So as of now, our one condition is already fulfilled. Now the second thing what we need to think of is how to get the other values. What are the different Q's we can get? So let's see one thing. I wrote over here even. So b plus b is even, and t is also even. T is also even, over here also even. So even plus f becomes odd. So there could be a possibility that one is coming carrying, so we cannot deduce that okay whether f is even or odd. Okay, we cannot comment on that part, but we know t is odd. So 0 2 4 8. So this value of 2 is left. Can it be 0? Let me think. If 6 is 6 over here, then for it to be 0, a need to be 5. A need to be 5, right? For t equal to 0, a need to be 5. And b will be how much? B will be 0 also, right? If t equal to 0, then again either b need to be 5 or 0. So 0 is not possible, so b need to be 5. B need to be 5 or 0. If b need to be 5, is it possible 6 into anything will be coming as 5 as last digit? No, it's not possible. So this is also not possible. So if I say like this, what is it? It's actually g a 1 into 6, right? And I am getting over here is b 6. And what more is there? That this part. So if b plus b is t, so I can say that t is even. So if t is even, so t can be 1 0, t can be 2, t can be 4, and t can be 8. If someone asks why t cannot be 6, because I is already 6. Okay, so these 4 conditions I could think of it that this is possible. If t is 0, then b need to be B need to be either 0 or 5. 0 or 5. So 0 is not possible because T is already 0. So B could be 5. So tell me, if 6 into A, is it possible to get a last digit as 5? Not possible. So this is also not possible. T equal to 2. Let's think of T equal to 2. So what B can be 1. Then only 1 plus 1 is 2. Or if not 1, then it has to be 6, 6, 6, 12. Then only is possible. Otherwise no possibility. So the possible value of this is either 1 or 6. But then again, I know that 6 is already taken by I. So 0, 6 na? 0, yeah, 6. And I already know that I is already taken by 6. So the possible value of B is 0. If I take B as 0, then 6 into A should come last digit as 0. So A will be 5, right? So then this is possible. 2 will be, B will be 0, T will be 2, A will be 5. Let me see, it's possible. A will be 5, then B will be 2. It's a possibility. Let's see if T is, it's a possibility. It can be possible, but this cannot be possible. If T is 4, then what are the possible value of D? Either 2 or 7. 2 or 7, or I suppose 6. 6 into A, last digit as 2. 6 into A, last digit as 7. So 7 is not possible. 7 is not possible. 7 is not possible. What is possible? 2 is possible. So what will be the value of 2? So what will be the value of A? This is not possible. So 6 into something is 2. So it will be, A can be anything. A can be 6 into 2, or A can be 7 also. There are two possibilities of A. Yeah, I can say the conditions are increasing, so we cannot take the risk on this part. We have to find out different way. What could be it? B na? If B is 0, if see in this condition, okay, if B is 0, if this is 0, 0, then T will also be 0 na? How did I took here 0 if T is 2? No, wait, it's 1, 1, sorry, it should be 1. What am I doing? Either 1 plus 1 or 6 plus 2, 12. So 1 can also be not possible. This condition is also not possible, na? How it will be possible? 6 into A as last digit as 1. How is it possible? 1, it's not possible. Neither 6 into A last digit as 6. Only possible is when it's 6 or 1, and 6 and 1 are already taken by S and I. So it's also not possible. So this is also not possible. So as of now, I can say this is possible. So let's move on to our next one. So if T is 8, so our possible value of B can be 4 or 9, right? So again 6 into A, if it is, can be 4, or 6 into A can be 9. So 9 wala is not possible. 9 wala is not possible. So 4 wala is possible. So when will be when it will be 4? When it will be 4? It will be only 4 when a is 4, right? And if I take a as 4, then it will contradict as b as 4. This is also not possible. So only value which is possible is taking t as 4, b as 2, and a can be anything else. A cannot be 2 again. How can a can be 2? If b is 2, a cannot be 2, so a is 7. A is 7. So with this value we can conclude t equal to 4. Let me write over here. My t equal to 4. I already given in the question. If I is already given in the question, yeah, t equal to 4, b equal to 2, and a equal to 7. So let's just replace everything with whatever we got. A equal to 7, t equal to 4. So t equal to 4, b equal to 2, anything else? No, but I don't think so we need anything else. We need anything more. So just tell me b into 1 is 2. B here also, no, it will be 2. What am I doing? So it's 2, right? So 2 into 2 is 2, 7 into 4 is 14, carry 1. So what should be into 2? G into 2 plus 1 equal to 11. So G is 5. It's simple. Let's make it 5. G as 5. Done. So if G is 5, what will the value of F? It's not hard. 6 into 6. 6 5 is 42. Carry 4. 6 5 is 30. 34. F equal to 3. F equal to 3. F equal to 3. F equal to 3. 3. So R is what? R will be what? 1 second. 7 is 8. Yes. R is 8. R will be 8. Right. Done. This question also done. Yeah, it was kind of difficult for me. Like I chose this approach. There can be again many approach. If it's not necessary that okay, one should only think of these 4 conditions and then solve. It can be many more different conditions by which you can solve and try to complete this. So for this one we will stop here, but we will solve more questions on this topic first, and then we will cover more cryptic arithmetic. We will solve more questions. We want to stop at least 5 to 10 more sets we will solve, and from now onwards I will try to add one timer here also. Some timer is running, or if not then I will mention timer. So yeah, that's all for today. We will solve some more questions in cryptic arithmetic.